All right, we are live. So we have Carrie from the Switchback Bar with us and Kyle from Pig Trail Harley Davidson. We have Jeff from the Cathouse coming, but he is not in the stream yet. He said he'd be a few minutes late maybe. So we're going to wait on him for a second. I'm going to kind of fill you everybody in while we're waiting for more people to get into the chat and stuff and let you know why the walls are blank. Normally I have, something in the background and all that. But I mentioned on the last live that we did last month that me and Firecracker were going to be moving in together. Well, we were waiting on some remodel stuff to get done, and we are in the new space like halfway in, halfway out. We don't have beds in here yet. We're bringing dishes. I got my computer moved over today. So I am literally in a brand new studio that has not got any background or anything done yet. So it's a little bare, but, we'll make the best of it. We'll figure out some stuff to do in the next week or two and spice it up a little bit for everybody. I see we got Jay Sorsby in the chat. So we were just talking about the weather. Carrie's down south in Texas where the weather is much nicer than where Kyle and I are.
That's right.
We've got a little bit of flurries outside tonight. It's trying to sleet a little bit maybe. So she's not got any of that where she's at. But it does look like it's at least sweatshirt weather.
It is, and it's a little windy. I think it's probably, the temperature is probably in the 60s, so it's cool.
It's definitely riding weather, though.
Yeah, it is. We got our bike down here, too, so we take advantage of that.
All right. So while we're waiting on Jeff, you guys, got anything new you want to talk about before we get into the Spring Fling? Carrie, I know you've been rolling around the South all winter, enjoying the weather, while of us up here and Kyle and me were talking about how we got snowed in and iced in and everything else.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but we do have some things, like while I'm down here, I've been working on our year of events and stuff. Will be opening March 25th with Sound Check Jam. So that's a little taste of like the music that we'll be getting in Switchback, and we'll have that as an opening and a really good time. So right before
right
spring.
On. Well, we're starting to get a few people in the chat. Sister Clutch is over there, and Steve Bates and Jay and stuff. I know these guys are all looking forward to it. There's Nicole Mopin from Arkansas. So, I know we will be down in May again. We'll be there for Spring Fling, but we're really looking forward to the May event. Firecracker's really excited about that and stuff. And I don't know if you've got anything officially you want to say about that yet, but
yeah. So I have kind of put it out there and stuff, but I'm gonna share some more. But I'm going to recognize International Female Ride Day, and that is Saturday, May 5th. And I've asked the ladies to lead a ride, and we just simply celebrate and recognize lady riders that day. So it's going to be a good time. I'm excited that Firecracker will be a part of it.
Jody's in, and we got Terry Davis from Shell Knob, Missouri, and Jody Jones is in and stuff. So, all right. Well, which one of you guys want to start off first? Carrie, you want to go first and tell us, what you've got going on for Spring Fling for the Switchback?
We have got quite a bit. I've kind of upped my game and stuff. Thursday, I'm going to do a welcome party that will have like burgers and brews, barbecue thing going on, live music. Friday, we've got the Moto Meetup, which we're looking at having you guys show up at Switchback. We'll have live music again all day. But we're going to do a parade of bikes that will start at Switchback and then go to Cathouse. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then Cathouse is going to take over it, and then keep the party going that evening. Let's see, Saturday I've got Hog Wild Polka Run, which has been a great event. And I just talked to Jeff, so he and I will kind of discuss that will be that. So Saturday.
Speaking of Jeff, we just got him in the stream here too.
Hey,
so,
it's not a party till the Cathouse is in the room.
I'm telling you, that makes it a party. That's for sure. Gary was just talking about some of the things they got going on and what they're planning on doing, and about the ride that's going to start at the Switchback and end at the Cathouse and stuff.
Cool.
So,
Let her finish.
Yeah, so we got that planned for Friday. After the moto up, we're gonna continue the party at the Cathouse, and then Saturday we got the Hogwash Poker Run, which has been a big event. You know, a lot of that participate in that. But Jeff and I have kind of worked details on that better. And then Saturday, or no, Sunday, looking at farewell, send off, breakfast, and Sunday fun day. Whoever wants to join us.
Right on. Sounds like starting early, starting on Thursday. Going to have burgers and brews, and
Yeah,
getting things going good.
yeah. We're gonna try to throw some bonfires in there too, and burnouts.
Y'all gonna do burnouts in the bar again?
I'm,
Kyle.
you know,
Those are some pretty good videos.
They are good videos, bro. I'm telling you.
That's right. So bring it on.
Jeff in the house, Bagger Bader says. That's right.
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? Good people right there.
Somebody wants to be on YouTube, Dad.
Yeah, my daughter's hanging out.
Future Harley Davidson star.
She'll
there,
be doing
Kyle.
gymnastics off a Harley one day. Just wait.
We got another special guest sliding in here for a few minutes. I told everybody you were here. I told Carrie before the stream that if we heard a really loud thump on the ceiling, that was you dropping stuff on the floor in the kitchen. Explain to them we're in a new space.
Hey, girl.
Hello.
So sounds like the switchback is starting on Thursday and got a lot of stuff going on this year. Which one of you guys wants to go next and tell everybody about what you're promoting and doing at your place?
Hey, so Kyle's got kids. I'm sure he's trying to work with his wife to get to bed because me and him are kind of busy. We put a lot on our wives sometimes. Not speaking for Kyle. So Kyle, you wanna go from there?
Yeah, man, I'll go. So at the Eureka store, we're gonna bring in some food vendors, different vendors up there. We got some stunt riders coming in again. We had a good time with them last year. We got some. I'll try to show them, but Spring Fling shirts with our new Arkansas Iron line. Spring Fling 2023.
Right on.
And some ladies ones. Got to have the ladies ones with some nice, well, I can't explain it, but come see us for those, for your commemorative Spring Fling shirts. We're working on a DJ to come out and blast some music in the lot. And then Friday, working out some details, but the Henri one's going to be doing a ride between the pigs. And then we're working on some stuff with Adam Sandoval. So I'll have more details about that here coming up. But we'll have, a sale area in the store with stuff marked off, and just going to, have a lot going on outside in the lot, man.
So we got a question here. I guess we probably breezed right over this. We just assume people know, but the people want to know, what are the dates on Spring Fling? So, I know Carrie said they're starting on Thursday. Kyle, are you kind of starting your stuff on that Thursday as well?
We're trying to get some vendors up there and food trucks on Thursday for sure. Friday, Saturday. So you go ahead.
That's the Thursday, April 20th.
Right.
So you guys are kicking it off on the Thursday as well. So really, there's going to be, if people come early, if they come on opening day, there's going to be stuff going on. Are you guys doing any stuff with the workshops where they were cutting up T-shirts and stuff last year and stuff?
We haven't finalized all of our schedule. We got a lot, we've been working through. So I'm going to have more details. If you just follow our social media over the next month, and we'll be blasting some stuff out here pretty soon.
Yeah, make sure you let me know if you post anything relevant, and I'll share it in the Riding in the Ozarks group, or you can. You know how Facebook is; they don't always show you everything everybody posts, no matter who you follow. So always
it's pretty tricky.
hit me up if you got news that you want to get out there, and I'll be happy to share it with everybody on Facebook, Instagram, and what I can put into. Well, because we'll be doing more lives, so we're gonna be trying to do at least one live, maybe 2 a month, all through the summer, talking about the events we're going to, the events we've been to, all that kind of stuff. So we can keep everybody updated on, what more has come out before the event starts. So.
Hey, so can I go from there a little bit?
Yeah,
I
Jeff,
think it's your turn, bro.
Okay, check this out. So I know Kyle. Kyle's gonna have his lineup. He's just like us. He's gonna have his lineup. And look at Pig Trail and the properties they have up there, and the thing that Adam Sandoval is gonna announce, which is gonna be huge when he announces that. We're just gonna let him announce it first. Kyle's a big part of that. You guys are gonna think it's super cool. That will actually probably happen at Kyle's Rogers store on Saturday morning, which will end up to be a poker run. We're just putting all the pieces in place. It'll be a big, huge deal. Like Kyle said, he's got the ornery one going between the pigs and stuff like that. Because these rallies up here, it's always been about Northwest Arkansas. But this is essentially Eureka deal. So what Kyle's got going on at his store up here in Eureka, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, Kyle, but it's more geared around the Friday to Saturday crowd. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that we're not open and doing business there. And the vendors that come early, we want you to come see them. Because here's the Cathouse, bro. Everybody knows what the deal is. Thursday is 420. You know what I mean? I'm just going to tell you, Missouri's legal now. You know what I mean? You can go to a dispensary there. Cathouse is going to blow out 420. That's just the way it is. I mean, I know Kyle with Pig Trail and some other people's political things. I mean, maybe they can't support that. I'm just telling you that we're talking about our each individual events. So we want all those 420 hungry people that are going to stop by the Missouri border before they come see us at the Cathouse. Come on down, because we got a whole new menu that we're introducing you to. You are going to have the munchies. Come see us Thursday night. We do a meet and greet. You had to do it, Kyle. I'm sorry, brother.
Hey, you're good, man.
I'm just telling you.
We got to have something for everybody.
I got you, bro. We got the salsa contest going on that day. We're going to bring the party. We want to make it a meet and greet. The other thing that I am so enthused about, man, and Kyle helped us support it tremendously. Andy and Carrie jumped on board as soon as I asked them for them. We are going to expand on the content creator, YouTube, Facebook house, whatever you want to call it. We're inviting all you content creators, you guys that are motor vloggers or think you're YouTube celebrities or got a following, come let us come stay at the houses with all your fellow creators. Come eat at the Cat House. Come visit our individual places. Look at the perks we're willing to give you. And that is actually becoming a big deal. I just got off the phone with some YouTube creators I've never met before, getting some new blood in here. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about this rally, because I don't know if we're the first ones or the only ones, or we're just the ones that are blatantly talking about it. We want the Hollywood of this Harley Davidson biker thing, all you YouTube and content creators and Facebookers. We want you here. We want you to be able to meet your fan base here. That's what Eureka is set up to be, where you guys can get personal with people. That's what Eureka is, bro. And anybody that shares that common thread of motorcycle riding, camping, good relationships, this is the rally to come to. And we want your favorite YouTube content creators to be here and come see us at our businesses. We're going to do whatever to get you here so that we can intertwine that relationship, because the deal is this whole thing is about knowledge, and we want this to be the funnest. We want this to be the new Hollywood. I know we're little Arkansas people, me and Kyle, we go beat ourselves up every day about, no, I'm just kidding. But we want people to realize where we live and what we have to offer and what the roads have to offer. And once we get you content creators there, you guys put out the message much better than us. And that's the thing I'm probably the most excited about. Of course, we're going to have the Miss Spring Fling contest Friday and Saturday night here at the Cathouse. We got the salsa contest going on here. There will be some new vendors around, because you do have the 420 thing legal 5 miles away from my place. You know what I mean? So Eureka is a very open town about that. They're non-discriminatory, even though Eureka is a medical state. We want to make sure Arkansas is a medical state, but Eureka is real cool about it. We hope Mike does a little interview with the police department and tell you how they feel about it and stuff like that. But this just falls on that holiday this year. We're going to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Kyle,
that police officer that arrested Firecracker last year. Yeah, man, we stay in touch. So he's ready to put the cuffs on her anytime she gets out of line. All I got to do is let him know.
Yeah.
You know what he told me.
I want. Yeah. Put the cuffs on me this year.
He threatened to drag me down to the justice of the peace.
Yeah, but Jeff, I wanted to say too that I didn't mention all the YouTubers, motor vloggers, like all the special guests that we're going to be having coming through Eureka Springs is insane, and I'm just going to say that I just want to touch and just kind of let that out once we have like the final list of who all is going to be here for Spring Fling. It's insane.
Well, and two, I want all the content creators to know that's out there. If you're a last minute planner, it makes it a little bit hard on us, but we're willing to work with y'all. I mean, we live in a very small area up here, and we all know each other. We're all neighbors up here. So the good thing about that is we can bring hometown service to me. I can call Kyle, and he always reach out to help. I can call Carrie the last minute or whatever, just like we can call Mike. And I think that's, bringing that. It's just who we are, you know what I mean? And I think that personal attention to know that the people that are sponsoring this rally do care that you guys come up here and want to have a great time and visit our business. I think we're blessed by it, and we appreciate all of it.
I know Sister Clutch from Kentucky has been there for like BBB and stuff, but he's planning on coming for Spring Fling this year. He's got a channel and stuff, so I know he's coming, and Jay Swordsby's coming back. Of course, me and Firecrack will be there. Witchcraft Cycle Works is coming down. So it's a happening place, and what's really cool for me as a content creator is when we can put 8 or 10 of us at the Cat House or somewhere, and my audience comes to see me, but they get to see all these other people too. So whether it's somebody from the Badgers channel comes and they get to meet me for the first time, or somebody from my channel comes and they get to meet the Badgers for the first time. But the more of us we can put together, the more it serves everybody that comes to that, because they don't have to worry about running around trying to find this person or that person, and I missed that person. And if we can put us all in one spot and everybody just come and get a chance to meet everybody that they want to meet, I think that's awesome. I love hanging out at the Cat House and having people come up and ask me for a sticker or a poker chip. I get to say thank you for supporting the channel, give them a little souvenir and stuff, and it's just a great way for us to give back to our community that watch us on social media, and for us to be able to say thank you and get to hang out and meet them, and have a drink with them, and talk about what they're riding and where they're riding. And like you said, this rally's about Northwest Arkansas. We came to BBB even when there was no BBB, because we wanted to support Northwest Arkansas, because we love that area. We love the riding. I have a Facebook group, and I get comments in there. People will say, oh, we're going to be in the Jasper or the Harrison area. Where should we ride? And I've created this community with over 1,000 people in it. And I don't have to answer the questions. If somebody that lives down there will get in there and say, oh, you need to stay at this hotel. They've got covering for your bike. You need to ride this road, this road, this road. And I help out, and I give my opinion when I see those posts and stuff. There's such a great community that everybody can help each other when they're coming to the Ozarks, and ask questions and know where to stay. And of course, if I don't know the answer and somebody doesn't answer it, I can always reach out to you guys. You guys are the experts on Northwest Arkansas. Spring Fling, I think, is going to grow and be the opening event in the mid part of the country. Of course, Daytona is always going to be first because it's earlier in the year, warmer down there. But in the Midwest, Spring Fling is the thing to be at. It's a great way to kick off the season. There's absolutely beautiful riding there. And Eureka's, we love that town. Even during BBB, we always choose to stay in Eureka because we love the atmosphere at the Switchback and at the Cat House and the roads and just the town itself. It's so welcoming. It's like your hometown. No matter where your hometown is, it has that hometown feel. We spent last weekend at St. Louis for a big bike show, and that was cool and stuff, but you knew you were in the city. It wasn't that hometown feel. So
yeah, we know.
Yeah, and I think Eureka, you got great locations between the Cat House, the Switchback, us, Rocket Pig, with the riding, man. The Southern hospitality's there at all those locations with the people that own those. But the riding here is just for anybody that's never been. If you're looking for ride maps on our website, we got like 15 maps that we've ridden out. that are PDF form. You can print them. There's the Eureka Springs ride guide. Harrison's not far from us. I mean, you can come for 3 days for Spring Fling, 4 days, and have, you know, multiple great locations to go check out and ride. And, you know, we're fortunate. So excited to be able to, like, us all be on the same page and give people an experience, you know, because each one of y'all have something unique to bring to the table. You know, the Switchback Bar is unique, Cathouse, us. So it's really cool to see where this is going to go.
Rockin' Pig, Kyle.
Rockin' Pig, absolutely.
So, you know, and that's the other thing. On top of course, people like to come here and party, but the thing that Eureka is probably known for, and we get away from it sometimes too, Eureka Springs is really known for being a foodie town, man. Marshall does a great job up there. He's got his own line of beef, Wagyu beef, man. I mean, and if you look at the menu items he does, he's got a compassion for food, bro. He twists shit together, the sopapilla cheesecake, the pizza, no matter what. This is a big event for him. He really comes out. It's very stressful for us, but because we're so short on staff right now. But he just comes off with it. Go try it. You gotta try the chicken fried steak. It's huge. It's actually a piece of meat. It's gorgeous, man. And not only there, you got Emilio's in town. You got the local flavor across from. You have some of the best restaurants in the country. So the people that are in me and Angela's demographic, and I'll tell you our age, I'm 57. We love that food. You know what I mean? And Eureka Springs is a foodie town. Come experience all that. That's just another part to add to the deal. The other thing I wanted to say about Kyle, and we don't want to preempt Adam because he's supposed to announce his deal and stuff like that. But this is Harley's 120th year anniversary. Kyle, you got the new models down there in that badass red bike down there?
Yeah, we got a Fat Boy in that today. It's beautiful. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but the pictures don't do it justice. And we got a bunch of other new model colors that are sharp.
Yeah, so he's going to have all the new models down there. Kyle's going to have bikes for people to ride down there, demos, test drive, all that stuff down there. So when you think about it, man, all these rallies that we go to, this one has a small town feel. You get to come here and make friends. The deal that Adam and Kyle are going to do is going to be it's going to be probably the biggest thing of the summer right now. And we'll let them announce that it'll be in a couple of days. You got great food. You've got a open community that is actively seeking this kind of event, man. And you've got a bunch of people that are working together now to do that, which is hard nowadays. You know what I mean? Because of things that happen around the country. But you have a united front here that's going to look out for you guys, provide quality entertainment, make sure that you have the best time possible when you come to Eureka Springs this year.
Yeah, and I mean, we're motorcycle people. We can't have a bad time because there's not a bad road in Arkansas. I mean,
got you, bro. Yeah.
I mean, and we always, you know, I love the food. Trust me, I love the food. And everywhere we've ate, we've always had good food. I mean, it's just, you know, of course, yeah, and it's not like, you know, we talked about that at Bike Fest and stuff, but, you know, some rallies, and I won't say what, but when you go to some rallies, there's a special menu for the week printed up on a piece of paper with overinflated prices for the week. You don't have that in Eureka Springs. You know, they do a lot of stuff throughout the year. I know there's the Jeep thing and the Corvette thing, and there's every weekend there's something else going on down there, and you know, Mardi Gras and, you know, the zombie parade stuff for Halloween. And, you know, this little town is always doing events. It knows how to host a party for all kinds of different groups of people. And they welcome the motorcyclists when we come to town, just like they do the Jeepers or the Corvette guys, you know. But this little town is very, very capable of hosting a lot of people. And you have a great time. I mean, we love it. The police department's been great to work with. You know, we had fun after we did the little skit where Firecracker got arrested. The next morning, I went in to get breakfast, and they were all sitting there, and she was outside still. And I'm like, when she comes in, make sure you stand up and reach for your cuffs. And, you know, they are all in on the joke. And the minute she come in the door, they stood up. But, I mean, you know, those guys know me now. They message me on Facebook. They stay in touch. Mr. Bozeman is going to Sturgis this year, along with the fire chief and the fire marshal. So we've been talking and stuff, and because we're going to Sturgis too. So, but you build network with people.
Hey, Mike, no disrespect, but Firecracker look cute in handcuffs.
I know.
Just saying, you know what I mean?
She does. I'm not even going to talk about what she bought at the Valentine's party.
We'll keep that. What happens at the Cathouse stays at the Cathouse.
That's right. But I mean, you know, rallies are, for me, I mean, I enjoy seeing some of the vendors at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. But that, you can't, you know, if you go to 5 rallies a year, you're going to see the same 5 vendors. You know, when you go to, if you go to just Sturgis and Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. For me, it's about the people, the connection, the relationships I've made with Jeff and Carrie and Andy and Kyle. And by the way, Bagger Bates said if I need somebody to stand in and be a judge for Spring Fling contest this year, he would be my stand-in. He would do that for me. So I've already got the stand-in for the judge. But, you know, we met the River Bluff Baggers right there on the porch at the Switchback Bar when they were doing the world record poker run. And, you know, all these people we've met through motorcycling and through events like this and stuff, and you build relationships and lifelong friendships. And, you know, Eureka is a great place for that, with great riding, great roads, great food, great accommodations. You know, one of the top acclaimed Harley Davidson dealers in the country. They just got an award for their service work. So,
yes, they did.
You can, you know, if you got a problem, Kyle's going to take care of you and do as best he can to get you back on the road. They understand that everybody's here for a rally, and they're going to do everything they can to help you out and take care of you if you have a problem, you know, and they'll be happy to, you know, if you're ready to trade up, they'll work a deal with you right there that day on the spot. You know, they got no problem selling you a new bike if you just want to upgrade.
And I just want to elaborate on that just a little bit, man, because I think that's an important part of the deal. We could not do we might figure out a way, but with having a dealer like Kyle that is so open to helping and being a part of his community. I mean, you know, some people might not know, but Kyle's a big part of Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Not only that, he runs a very good business. And what I've always admired about that dude, man, is he sits right in front of his office. It's right when you come in the door. He doesn't talk much, but he runs a very great business. And when you come in there, you just feel like you're getting taken care of there. That mentality among Harley Davidson dealerships, and I'm not a basher at all, man, but it's just not there anymore. I'm a little bit older. I mean, I grew up when you went to the Harley shop, it was kind of a scary place to go to, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Well, now those things have changed. Well, the other thing, that by losing that old school Harley Davidson dealership, you got a bunch of these business people that really don't know the lifestyle or know their customer base or whatever. Kyle's a rider, you know what I mean? He knows what's up. He treats people how he wants to be treated. To me, that's the most old school integrity that you can find among people. He's a pleasure to do business with. I would say that to me, I mean, for me and my personal deal, and Kyle don't endorse me. Most people don't even want to have too much to do with me, to be truthful, but you know what I mean? Kyle is, I mean, I think his shop, even before we talked a lot, I said it to a salesman, I think it's one of the, if not the best shop in the country.
So I want to tell a story about Kyle. So actually, he had like all torn apart in the garage. He wanted to put it together. He wanted to go get a part for his road glide. And so he goes, I'm running the bar, whatever, and shows up with a brand new glide. Like, sweet looking motorcycle. Well, that's a hell of a motorcycle part that you got there. So Kyle, so the bike, we've been having time with it and just like having so much fun. And thank you. The road glide was sitting parts for some time, so we were able to enjoy some nice roads while we waited for the road glide to be repaired. So,
yeah, you know, I mean, if we're gonna tell stories on Kyle, I'm gonna tell stories on him too. I've got my own. So, you know, we were shopping for a sport glide for, you know, Firecracker, and you know, Harley announced that, you know, they announced their new models and the sport glide wasn't in the lineup. So we knew they were going to get harder and harder to get, and we were going to have to buy a used one. There was a very few new ones left on the floor, and they weren't the color she wanted. And, you know, I reached out to Kyle just on Messenger, and he's like, "Oh, I got a used one in the back. We're just getting it cleaned up and stuff, but here's some pictures of it. Let me know if you're interested." We did a little shopping, and we found another private sale one, and I reached out to Kyle because I like to do business, support people that support me, and Kyle comes on the channel. Kyle, sometimes he'll answer questions for me if I don't understand how something works with Harley Davidson and the relationship with the dealers and stuff, and he just helps me understand how that stuff works, because a lot of people don't understand it. They don't understand, who's responsible for what. When a bike gets to the dealership, it becomes the dealership's deal, and then they can do upgrades or they can put different bars on, but Harley can't. And how all that works. But he's been, hugely, helpful to me and stuff. And so I said, well, here we found a private sale. Shoot me a number on that one down there. If it's close or something, maybe we can work a deal. He came back. He shot us a very reasonable number. We were like, "Are you going to be open Monday?" Because I was off work that Monday, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll be open Monday." And we said, "Okay." We got it approved, and we rolled in there with the trailer and hauled it home in February. And Firecracker put 7,000 miles on it last year. She got the dream bike from Pig Trail Harley Davidson. He made another dream come true.
Nice job, Kyle. So I have a question. Bike's going to be in Rogers or Eureka Springs if I wanted to jump on one and try to ride it?
They will be at our Rogers location. That way we've got technicians available if needed. We always want to have a good representation of technician staff. So it's a beautiful ride. It's only 45 minutes from Eureka to Rogers. Make sure you swing through that way.
If I go down there, I'll show you the 25-mile road.
Yeah, there is a quick route.
I can follow. Yeah.
Scraping your exhaust and pegs and
That's okay. That's fun.
It just depends what your thrill is,
Firecracker, new bike, and she's she's put more miles on this bike than she put on her first bike in 4 years. So that's how much this bike means to her. I mean, it's your dream bike. It's the right bike for her and stuff. But she rode from Rogers to the back to the Cathouse on it, and we rode the Pig Trail on it one day and stuff when we were down there. And then we were going to go to somewhere in Missouri, and she's like, "Well, I don't know. I haven't rode that road." And I said, "Honey, you don't got nothing to worry about. You rode from the Harley dealer in Rogers to the Cathouse, and if you can ride that road, you can ride just about anything in Missouri."
True.
Just
True.
you don't have to go. You don't have to go in there scraping exhaust, but you can. But you don't have to. Take it nice and easy and have a good time.
Kinda. Hey, so to kind of clarify and wrap up things, the other thing too is, so this year there's a local charity here. It's called Grandma's House that sponsors abused children and provides homes and coats and stuff like that. We're not a charity rally, none of that stuff. I don't want to portray that at all and stuff like that. But to give the town some benefits and to help us, kind of support the town a little bit, we've adopted a charity that's local here. That's a very reputable place that helps children. I think all of us can agree with that. So we're going to have bands at Downtown Base and Bark, and there's going to be some announcements coming up there. We're going to try to get with Carrie and Andy, the king of poker runs, and see if they'll do something for them. I know there's going to be some raffle tickets. There's going to be a giveaway at Kyle's that we're going to give some stuff to give away at Kyle's when he does his thing with Adam. We'll make something available at the Henry One's run so that he can give something away on his run, that a raffle or something like that, so people can buy some tickets to support that deal. It has nothing to do with us. Don't send donations to me or Kyle or Carrie or anything like that. You can look them up. It's Grandma's House. It's right here in Berryville, Arkansas. It's a very reputable charity. Those people are, reached out to me and Angela. They needed some help with something. And I thought, man, this can probably help them. Let's see what we can do. So I think it's a great little deal. It'll work out great, and we can tie it in with all of our events.
Yeah, I just want that charity we've done some benefits with them and toured their facility and process and what they do for kids that are underserved. It's amazing.
And Kyle, man, you grew up here, bro. There is a segment here that it's sad to say, man, but there's a problem there, and that charity, bro. They're highly underfunded, man. I mean, I don't even go over there, bro, because I'm a big old weepy guy. You know what I mean? that it just tugs at my heartstrings. So, but anything that we can do to help them, I know that we have a community out there that is so supportive of us and stuff like that. So I told them it'd be a great connection, and I think it'll work out great.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Yep, we'll all pull together.
Yeah, I know Switchback mentioned they're going to have bands going. I know you'll have entertainment and bands going on at the Cathouse. Are you going to have your special bartenders back for Spring Fling?
Oh my girl, hey! So I'm going to give a plug to them. So anybody that knows that goes to the rallies, Mo, Vanilla, Little Bit, Mo Revy. Those are traveling bartenders. If you want to have a blast, if you guys are going to Daytona Bike Week next, I think it's a couple weeks away, go see them at Froggy's. They're going to be live at Froggy's the whole 4 or 5 days. And then as soon as they get done at Froggy's, they're going to be in Eureka. They're going to be here early for Spring Fling, but they've made that their stop. So yeah, we're going to have, and we've got some more girls coming. And the thing that's cool about them, if you go to the rallies, these are the girls that are the powerhouses behind all the best bars in the country. And they're their own entertainment. You know what I mean? Some of them are more adult than others, entertainment. But, I mean, come see them at the Cathouse. They'll be around town. They've got their own following. Yeah, they're coming. They'll be here.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I love the atmosphere, what goes on at Spring Fling there. We can go out to Carrie's and have burgers for lunch. Then we can go do a ride, and hit some twisties, end up back at go by the Pig Trail and check out the bikes, or maybe, buy some gear, and then end up at the Cathouse at the end of the day and have a hell of a party, great food, great entertainment. And it's just, it's a great time, and it's in a great place, and it's a great way to start the year. And I am so excited. I'm looking forward to it. I am ready. Winter needs to end.
Yeah, and go see Kyle, man. He's got the new models there. I mean, if you guys, I see Harley's presentation. Loved it again this year, man. I've seen it's badass. I don't know if Kyle's got one yet. It's a Road Glide CVO. It's got that deep, like 80s red burgundy color, man, with flames on it and stuff like that. I know I've seen that color. They've got it. They've got the product line down there, and being that Spring Fling is in April, for those of you that don't get a chance to go see, to see the openings or whatever, it's a great chance. Kyle's got a great dealership down there that he can tour all the models and ride, what's available out there. And I think that's a great opportunity. And the thing is, you know as well as I do, if you go to some of these real big rallies, you're going to be standing in line all day long. That's what's cool about this rally. It's big enough that you have a blast. It's small enough that you don't have to wait in line for everything, and you can communicate and have a great time with people.
So somebody asked if there was a way to donate online to Grandma's house. If you don't know, you might ask them if they have any kind of, web page or something on their website where people can make donations or something like that. If we can find a link to it, I will share it on my Facebook group and on my Facebook page.
Yeah, it looks like they do.
They do. They have Facebook pages, and we want everybody to deal with them directly. Don't send anything to the Cathouse or Kyle and all that stuff. It's not that we don't want to help and stuff like that, but we're just not set up for that. We don't want anything to get lost in the mix. You can deal with them directly. They're online. They're right here in Berryville, Oklahoma. Kyle, do they have their own link? What we will do over the next couple of days, I got a guy named Larry that's in charge of that. This just happened. Larry will get links up. We'll put it on the pages. I'm sure Kyle and Carrie and all of us will share it so that we'll have something set up so that they know that it's coming from our crowd. And I'm telling you, folks, man, all of us are out there. I mean, me and Angela, we kind of raised some grandkids because of our son's commitments. There's a lot of us out there that have a kid or a family member that we help out to raise children. This is a way to help some kids that need a little bit of help with a very reputable charity that actually spends the money where it needs to be spent.
So does that look like the right Facebook page, Grandma's House Children's Advocacy Center in Harrison, Arkansas?
So they got two locations. I was just looking. So Berryville, if you go into the website, that does look like it. At the bottom of that website, on the donate page.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this when I shared it.
And
Yeah,
Mike,
they
I
got 2
promise.
locations, or 3 actually: Harrison, Berryville, and Mountain Home.
So one child at a time. This looks like the right place here. They have a
Yeah.
donate button on their website that you can donate via PayPal.
There you go. And in the events that we're going to do and the raffles and we're a giveaway, we're going to make as those develop. We decide what that each is going to do. Like I'm going to talk to all you content creators because you got a great voice out there. So we're going to try to get you guys to help do something. Carrie's good about organizing that stuff. I'm sure Andy, I call him the king of poker runs. I'm sure Andy will develop something. We're going to try to get a hold of Baca and the CMA and stuff like that and get those guys involved. Kyle will do something to give away with him on Saturday down at Rogers so that we can get the people down there. And I'm sure we'll set up something down there. Just give us a couple days to pull that all together. And I'm telling you, man, I promise you, I'm very leery of all these charities or save a dog, and nothing against dogs. I got 2 of them and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But when it comes to kids and helping these kind of children that they're helping, I'm a big advocate for that, and I think we're doing the right thing there. And I would love for people to support that.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you and the information out. I'll throw it out to all the groups and like that. So that's where it needs to go.
Thank you, Carrie. I knew you would.
Yep.
I think
like
if people
that as well.
I think if people can't make it to the rally and they want to donate, this link online is a great way, or if that's just the way you like to do stuff. But I think I want to, give at the event, one of these raffles or through one of those things, because I think it's good for them to see that all this came in because of this event, that we can use events like this to do good in the community. It builds goodwill in the community. They know when a bunch of bikers came to town, they didn't just spend money on a new Harley and eat, drink, and leave, that they did something for the local community. They all donated. They all chipped in. Kind of like, when we were there and they were doing the deal for the fireman's son, and we did a little live, Jeff, and stuff, and we got some donations.
Exactly.
I think it's good for people to see that and to know that when we come to town, we don't mind supporting that community because we're there, and we want to support these communities that have events like this for us, for cyclists. So it's another way we can give back besides just the businesses that are hosting events.
Well, to me, bro, and this is what I love about it, man, is like if we do something or whatever, with us and stuff like that, it's real, bro. I mean, it's something that we're gonna do. You've been here, Mike. I mean, when we did that deal last year, I don't remember if it's Bikes Losing Barbecue or Spring Fling, Kyle. I called Kyle, man. We ended up giving $10,000 away to a veteran. You know what I mean?
Eddie, yeah, that was cool.
Cool guy that we couldn't have found a more deserving veteran to give that to, man. Kyle, you worked with him, a great guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, man. So he'd give you the shirt off his back. He was super,
Yeah, he was more. He was trying to figure out a way to help other people. So that it's not that we need to, show people this side of us, accept our lifestyle or something like that. But the thing is, man, it's just real, man. I've never met a more giving, sharing type of crowd within this thing that we do. That they support the down guy, man. If somebody's bullying children, man, the people at my crowd, they're going to be the first to say something. If somebody needs a helping hand out in this community, they're the most supportive that I've seen in life, man. And the people that we have running this rally, Kyle, Carrie, and Andy, and us, and Marshall at Rock and Pig, we like to get involved in stuff like that. When we got 2 or 3, 4, 5,000 of our friends behind us, it just makes a more powerful statement to me, and that's all I got to say about that.
Well, you guys, I mean, I'm super excited about it. I've had it on the calendar. I've been pumping. I've been telling everybody about it. It's a place to be. I know Steve Bates, Bagger Bader, he's got a whole crew coming down from Kansas City. Somebody commented that they had their rooms booked since October for Spring Fling. We're excited. It's been on our schedule. It's going to stay on our schedule. We'll see you every year. It's going to be beautiful weather. It's going to be a beautiful ride. 420 sounds like it's going to be an interesting time. So it's not my thing, but I don't care. everybody's having a good time, and see everybody having a good time. We do a little rally up here, and it's on a private campground, and there's a lot of that kind of thing that goes on at it because
You
it's
like food, man. You like food. Don't lie, bro. You like
I
food.
do like food. We tell everybody that, like, when we have our little rally, it's an old school rally on a private campground. We tell everybody it's the freedom rally. You're free to do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting nobody else and you're not hurting yourself. And other than that, that's kind of my biggest rule. If everybody's having a good time, everybody's getting along, nobody's getting hurt, then I don't really care. That's what
you're blessed like
about.
That's what you're kind of blessed with too in Eureka, man. You guys know, man. You guys got to meet Bozeman, the cop, and stuff. These guys, they ride bikes too, man. You know what I mean? If you're acting like around here and doing your own thing, I mean, you can go mild to wild here and don't have a problem. You know what I mean? And the little guys that maybe overdo it a little bit stuff, they're so far few in between here. It's a great rally, people. It's a small rally that's getting it's growing rapidly. I think it's the new hot thing, to the first spring rally in the Midwest. You've got a great bunch of people behind us that are going to try to make it better each and every year. Come see us, spend a few days with us. Put it out there, man. You've got the best of both worlds. You got great food, great bars, great motorcycle roads, a great dealership behind you, great vendors. I mean, come see us.
It's going to be a hell of a good time. It's going to be one of the bigger years. I'm excited.
Well, American Routes and Rallies is in the chat, and he comments they have a guy coming from Florida meeting them there for their all-inclusive vacation. So Nathan and his crew will be there. I've been talking to them, and we've been doing some stuff together and supporting each other and stuff. It's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of, people that are on social media, YouTube. I think it's going to be, a kick-ass event, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Come see. I know I'm going to speak for all of us. Kyle's putting his stuff together as he finalizes things and knows exactly who's going to be where. I'm sure, Kyle, you're going to put that out there with your social media people, right?
Yep.
And then same with Carrie and Andy. Actually, they're down at South Padre Island getting a suntan right now. So as soon as they get back up the hill, they're going to solidify their schedule. They'll put that out immediately. Same with us, Rock and Pig. There's a bunch of people we're not mentioning right now because I don't want to make it too confusing. But there will be a central site that will drive everybody to know everybody's events, and that'll be at springfling.com. And it'll have a list of everybody's events. We'll post everybody's up that's out there. We don't care what you're doing, and we'll move on from there. And we just wanted to start getting it out there, let you guys know. We know with a lot of competition for your dollar around the country, we want to make sure that we entice you into coming here, and your dollar will be well spent.
Well, Bert the biker dog's coming, so he said can't wait to see y'all there. I saw Bert at the bike show last weekend and hung out, and he's a good time. Everybody loves Bert the biker dog. Yeah, Carrie's in Texas. We covered that earlier on for anybody. She's not sitting outside in 14-degree cold weather. She got more balls than the rest of us.
Yeah. I feel a little chill to the.
So,
well,
it's going to be a good time.
Man, thanks for kicking Spring Fling off a few years ago, and putting behind it. I know, Switchback, y'all been involved. I think it's great for the Eureka town, but really good for the Midwest biker. So kudos to you for having a vision and
thank you
bringing this thing to light.
Thank you. We appreciate it, bro, and we couldn't do it without all y'all. You know that, man.
Somebody asked if there was any changes to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue this year, and we probably don't really have that information yet. I do want to say, because I know
Kyle, listen, bro, that's why people, Mike, you do a rally, bro. These things do not just happen overnight, man. I mean, it's really, I am not looking for tears on my shoulder. You see what I'm saying? But whenever we ask people to get involved, like Kyle or Carrie or Andy, this is a very time-consuming task to be able, because we all are very proud of our names and our reputation. So we want to put the best product out there. So to have the people that work around us, man, it's just so much easier on me and Angela. So you were asking, Mike, they're asking about Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
They were asking if there were any news about Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And the only thing I really know that I've heard since the rally ended, I know Tommy came out and said that there were some things that could have been done better as far as the bricks area in Rogers, and they know that, and they're working on that, and that stuff's they're doing their best to make that even better, to improve on that situation. They recognize that, there could have been some things done differently. So I don't know anything else. If Kyle, if you know anything and you want to chime in, that's great. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I know some people had some negative comments about that particular part of the rally. And I just wanted to say that I know Tommy recognized that and that they're working on that. So
yeah, they definitely got the feedback. And the city of Rogers is definitely more in tune with the feedback that was shared. Yeah, shared. And we're gung-ho about making it better next year. I'm not going to steal their thunder with details because they're probably still working some things out, but it was immediate after that rally. They heard the feedback and they were working on plans to make it better for next year. So know that next year it's going to be better.
And we're still, all of us that are in this room right here, that's another big event for us. Our biggest one of the year, to be quite frankly. And we're going to do anything we can to help those people. They do a great job. That rally's been around for a lot of years, one of the biggest charity rallies in the country. That's kind of what's helped us build with Spring Fling Rally. And whatever support those guys need, the Cathouse is going to be involved. I promise you that. And I'm going to look to each and every one of my friends to help us do that.
I've already got my rooms booked for BBB. We've got our reservations in. So we will be back for that as well. It's really, for us, it's a great thing. I mean, we're a half day from Eureka Springs. So we get to start our season out at Spring Fling and Eureka Springs. And then we get to end our season kind of, we do a few local rides after Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, some toy runs, some things like that. But our last big event for the year is back in Eureka Springs. So we start our year there, do stuff all over the place. This year, we're going to do Sturgis. I might even make it to Milwaukee in July. We're doing a camp out in June. We got lots of stuff going on, but we'll be starting in Eureka Springs and ending in Eureka Springs, and I don't see that changing anytime in the near future.
We appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for supporting and promoting and actually coming down and being a part of it.
Well, I'm riding in the Ozarks. I started this with the intent of just promoting the riding and the culture here and the things, the events that go on, and I wanted to make that doesn't always fill the YouTube box year round. So I put other content out and stuff, but that stuff is always going to be core to what I want to do with the Riding in the Ozarks brand. Is I want to promote Northwest Arkansas and Missouri for riding, for motorcycle culture. I take it for granted. I grew up here, and I rode here, and then I go somewhere like Kansas, and I go to Kansas City, Kansas, and they get me on the camera and they say,
Kansas crowd for us, Mike.
And they get me on the camera and they say, well, what do you think of the roads up here? And I'm like, they have less elevation change than I'm used to. I don't know what else to say. That's the nicest thing I could put about it. But I mean, I take it for granted. I watch some other moto vloggers and YouTubers, and there's a guy, Busted Knuckles. He did a moto vlog one day, and 5 minutes into this video, and he's never made a turn yet, straight for 5 minutes. And I'm like, well, he definitely ain't in the Ozarks, that's for sure. And it's just, you can't ride for 5 minutes and not make a turn. I don't even think on the interstate, so it's just beautiful. We have elevation changes. We have good sweeping turns. The Pig Trail is one of my favorite roads. It may not be the most technical. Some people like the Arkansas Dragon, and I love the view from the Grand Canyon over there and stuff, but I like the Pig Trail road. I like the fact that most of that road you can ride 35 to 45, have a nice, fun road. There's a few hairpins you need to slow down on, but it's nice sweeping turns that you can keep a good pace on and just enjoy the beautiful scenery. And, it's just from one turn to the next, back and forth, and it's beautiful. And it's not just the Pig Trail. There's all kinds of roads like that all over Arkansas. We've rode Scenic 7. I love coming from Forsyth down to Peels Ferry. Peels Ferry's another highlight. I tell people they need to ride and check out if they haven't done it. That's the only free ferry I know of that borders Missouri. All the ones up in St. Louis area that we still have that you have to ride, you have to pay to get on. You can go do Peels Ferry all day long, back and forth for free, And it's just a lot of fun.
And I want to say, talking about, like, you come talk to any, we'll make sure that you get. Yeah. So that's what it's. That's what brought Switchback is the roads. We absolutely love to ride. Best roads. So we want to make a place for bikers to come and enjoy their time. So that's how Switchback, was developed and came about. So we love it.
Well, and they also got a cute blonde owner.
The what?
They also got a cute blonde owner from Minnesota.
That's right. Yeah. That's another story.
Yeah, we've got people throwing out their favorite roads in here in the chat. Highway 123, Highway 16. Everybody's got a favorite for different reasons. I know the Pig Trail is probably the most well known. I like Scenic 7. There's lots of great roads, and that's the thing. The road from Eureka Springs to Berryville is fun. The cutting back up through Blue Eye, and swinging back around by the Flat Creek,
the road from Eureka Springs down to Rogers to the Pig Trail Harley Davidson is actually, to me, one of my most favorite roads for a couple reasons. Number one, you get the most windiest road coming out of Eureka. Then it widens up, and you got that big sweeping corner going across the bridge over Leatherwood Lake that we can hit some pretty high speeds. I won't quote them on live tape right now, but you know what I'm talking about, Kyle. You can open it up right there, come up over that hill, which throws you into a big right corner that you can. I've opened my CVO with the cam up on that road and still have not found bottom. And then you can go back into where it rides real nice, and then you're into the dealership. So for us, man, it's a blast up here when we run to the dealership. You know what I mean? It's one of my favorite roads. You really can't go wrong making a right or a left-hand turn out of any of our parking lots. I mean, if you go the other way from Kyle's and go west, you go into Oklahoma. It's some of the most beautiful country that way, too. You can go north out of Kyle's shop and you go into the Missouri border, and we got two of the best casinos around. I mean, a lot of people that come from the north might not realize that. We have two casinos real close to us. And if you're into that kind of thing, go run down the casino, man, and, go experience what they have to offer, and then come back and see us at Nightlife in Eureka Springs. Stop by, buy a Harley off Kyle after you win that big jackpot. You know what I mean? I'm sure Kyle takes cash. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. While we're talking casinos, I'll throw this out there because Jeff and Carrie have been to Bike Fest. Lake of the Ozarks is trying to get it modified for the state of Missouri because they have rules about where they can have casinos and what rivers. And they've got an Indian casino company, the Osage, wanting to put a casino in at Lake of the Ozarks. So a convention center, a new hotel, a casino. They're promising to build housing. They're coming in with a big proposal to the city. The city's working with the state, and the legislators trying to get that modified and stuff. But we may end up with a casino and a hotel, the convention center right there at Lake of the Ozarks, which just gives even more reason to come to Bike Fest. It gives you more to do when you're there. It also, when I think big convention center, I'm thinking awesome indoor bike show during Bike Fest at a convention center, because once you put it inside, you don't have to worry about if it rains that day or whatever else. You're having it no matter what, and people are going to come no matter what. And in fact, if the weather does turn out to be rainy, that gives them something to do, and that's something they can do indoors. So I'd love to see a big convention center show up there, and a casino, and more housing and more hotel rooms. That's all great stuff. Anything that promotes the events and the cities that host events and stuff, then that's what we're going to do. Oh, there he is.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Andy?
I was drinking with cousins.
Good.
Well, here's one. I'll have one with you.
There you go. I thought you had a flask there, Mike.
Cheers.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
again, Mike, we appreciate everything you're going to do. I've got to run into a meeting, man. I got some bartenders in there waiting for me, man. We appreciate everything that you've done, man. And Carrie and Andy, man, you need to get back there and get some real weather and pay your dues, man.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. So
Kyle,
All
if there's
right.
anything you need, call me, man. Listen, Kyle's got a very big announcement coming out. It should come out maybe tomorrow or the next day, this evening. I'm not sure when. It's a very big deal. It's gonna be epic, man. It's gonna be a big part of Spring Fling. It'll announce in the next couple of days. Mike will get a hold of you and share that with you. I appreciate all your guys' support, and thanks a lot for having us on tonight.
Absolutely, buddy. You go take care of business. We'll see you soon.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Kyle, if you need to go hang with the kids or whatever, don't feel
I'm gonna
obligated
get
to
my
stay.
girl to bed. But thanks for having me.
How are you going to send out the news?
Facebook. We'll probably check out Facebook's, where most of our customers follow. Our website will have info.
On your channel?
Yeah, on our Pig Trail channel. I'll send it
on Pig Trail? Okay.
And then I'll send it to Jeff so he can put it on the Spring Fling deal.
All right. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we can get it and it's shareable.
Sure.
All right, cool.
Great thought. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
See you guys.
Take care, man.
Thank you guys. We're looking forward to Spring Fling. It's going to be a great time. We're going to bring as many people as we can. Somebody wants to know if that is 20 weight 50 that I'm drinking. Actually, in the flask is Old Smoky's salted caramel.
Old Smoky.
whoa.
We don't even have all the liquor moved in. I mean, we don't have beds in this house yet. I moved the desk and the computer in today. Firecrackers helped me carry desks down the stairs and stuff so I could be all set up for you guys tonight from the new spot. I do have to say the new internet was flawless. We had no hiccups. We are on very high-speed internet now, so I can smoke uploading and downloading and doing lives. We'll be doing more of that stuff.
Awesome. Thank you for everything, Mike. We will we look forward to touching base here periodically before sound check as we prepare for Spring Fling. We got so much to do, but man, we appreciate you.
Everything you do, Mike.
Yeah, bringing the group together, man. It's really important to us.
Yeah, you guys, if you got something, you share it in the group. If you need me to share it on my page, you can just send me a link, send me, a message, say, hey, Mike, I put out an important post. Can you share this? Happy to help and promote. We all help each other. This all grows together. This is how we make motorcycling even better and bigger, get more people excited about it, more people involved, more people coming to the Ozarks. And that's what it's all about.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to see you. We're going to do a poker run. I hope you're in.
You rock.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Hang out for a little bit. So if everybody in the side chat doesn't want to run off, I'll throw a link out there if anybody wants to join me. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Thank you.
We'll
see ya.
you soon.
All right. Let's get a link here. There's my buddy Steve out there in the chat. We got Bry. I don't know if Bry feels like being online, but if Hells is in there. But if anybody wants to jump in the stream with me for a little bit, we can make that happen. If nobody else wants to talk, then we'll probably get off here pretty soon. Don't have a whole lot new to say. Just, maybe I'll touch back over the events that we've got coming up and what we're doing while we wait to see if anybody's going to jump in here. We just did Cycle Showcase in St. Louis. That was 50 bikes. Some of them have, I think like 20 of them had never been seen before in a bike show. They had them covered up with, a sheet, and then like they would unveil one, wait 10, 15 minutes, then unveil another one. They unveiled a bike that's going into the Sturgis Museum, a 1913 Harley Davidson that was freshly restored. It was absolutely beautiful. I think it was called the Old Gray Fellow, but they had some really cool stuff. So it was a good time. There's my firecracker. I put a link out there. I was just telling them what events and stuff we have coming up, what we're going to be doing. I don't know if anybody else is going to join in. The rest of the crowd ran off and left me. I'll slide over so you can get up in the camera. So how's the quality for the sound and the picture doing here at the new studio? Everybody sound okay? Not too echoey? Everything look all right other than the fact that we need to decorate the background?
Hells is there.
There's Hells. We'll put Hells up in the stream. What is up, Drew?
What's up, Bubby? I haven't talked to you for a while.
Yeah, I know. We've been busy. We've had stuff going on, and then we've had the bike show and we're moving and all that stuff. So we've just been trying to keep up with everything, but it's been a good time.
Congratulations. I saw that today.
Yeah, she's waited long enough. Now she's stuck with me.
Yeah,
At least till she gets mad and moves out.
She couldn't get away from you, so she's just going to accept the consequences.
I think so. So we were just talking to, I don't know if you got to see Jeff and everybody from the Cathouse, but we were talking about Spring Fling. That's coming up April 20th to 23rd. That's our next big event. We just finished that cycle showcase. Man, you'd love that bike show. There was some beautiful hand-built bikes in there. They had some bikes run, some 131s as well. But it was a cool show with some really cool bikes and stuff.
Well, I was following you while I was working on my bike build for Daytona.
We've got Bandit in here. We'll throw Bandit in here as well. So, yeah, we're doing Spring Fling with the Cathouse, and then we're going to be right back down in Eureka Springs at the beginning of May for the International Female Ride Day with our special guest here, Firecracker. Her and a couple other ladies, including Ray from Witchcraft Cycle Works, is going to be down there for that and stuff. So they're going to lead a ride. I'm going to bring up the back.
That's good for her. Bring up the rear.
She's been working on her Sport Glide. No big motor stuff or anything like that, but it's going to be a whole new color here soon.
That is, how are you liking that Sport Glide?
I love it.
It just seems like it was a very underrated bike from Harley.
You know, she didn't want mid controls. She rode the Lowrider S, and I told her we could change that, but she just did not care about the mid controls and just some other things in the setup, and it just didn't quite fit her. She rode the Sport Glide, and she didn't care about a big motor, and she just absolutely fell in love with the Sport Glide. Everything she rode, everything else under the sun, but nothing compared. There's my buddy Bill. What's up, Bill?
What's up?
Where's Ray? Hi. There she is.
There's another one of our guests for International Women's Ride Day and stuff. So that's Ray. So she'll be doing that with us. So how's Daytona coming? You said you're doing a build for Daytona?
Yeah, we're doing a build. As in, my bike was completely stripped down and new motor, new paint, just new everything. We took it completely apart. And we are scrambling because we have 14 days to finish this build, and we're about halfway through the paint. So,
Bagger Bader wants to know if Firecracker got her lunch on the hill. For
Yes.
we were, if you know about St. Louis, you know about the hill. It's the Italian community, and since we were in St. Louis last weekend, she had to have some authentic Italian food from the hill.
Does he not follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything? Because I posted it.
Yeah, she had to post pictures of that seafood pasta dish, whatever it was.
don't worry, I follow. So I might not say much, but I'm always watching.
So Jay Sorsby said, "What's up, Bill and Ray?"
Hey.
What have you been tearing apart in the garage, Bill? Because I know there's something apart.
There's always something to work on. Recently took a customer's bike back to him. Did a iron head shop. We did 15 up, 3 out. Pretty radical frame change.
Man.
Our own bikes, yeah, it's always something. I got to get her shovel head on the rack. We got a front rocker box leaking, so we got to fix that next before Spring Fling.
Yeah, you guys shovelheads, you've always got something you can work on.
Right.
Bandit's new here on the channel. Bandit, you want to say hi? Tell everybody who you are and what you're doing?
Well, I'm out here on Indian Point, out here in Branson West, out at Rock Lane Resort. I'm a chef out here, and we're going to try this summer to see if we can get some bikes out here. I'm the only bike out here, so trying to put together a couple events and see if I could get some brochures and some stuff out and see if we can get some bikes. And we got a tiki bar that's been built back here in the back. It's outside tiki bar with big old band stage. We have events every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And
do you do Facebook Bandit?
yes, I do.
So I have a group called Riding in the Ozarks as well. You can join that, and then you can post pictures or flyers for your events and stuff and advertise that in there. That's just a community group where anybody can post about anything. As long as it's related to riding motorcycles in the Ozarks, you're welcome to post about it. Any events that you want to invite bikers to come check out your tiki bar or come eat your cooking or whatever else.
Yeah, we're going to have down by the tiki bar, we're going to have a tiki truck out there this year. We're setting it up right now, or fixing to set it up. We've got all the plumbing disconnected. We're going to move it. We've got some new facilities we're going to pump off. So I'm hoping that we can get some riders out here. I'm new to the area. I've only been out here for a year. Came out here from Arizona. But I love the riding out here, man. I got to ride every day. I don't care if it's cold or not. I ended up with frostbite once already this year, but I'm down with whatever. So, but
I think we can find you some riders to show up.
What was that?
I think we could find some riders to show up. We know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I get your group in here that want to spend a weekend or whatever. I'll discount the rooms. We'll hook everybody up.
If you're new to the area, you may not know. I'm sure you know what abut is because abut's in every state. But in Missouri, the largest motorcycle rights organization is Freedom of Road Riders, not abut.
I'm a member.
All right, you're a member of 4. Well, get with your 4 local.
Local 15, actually.
Yeah, get with those guys, and I'm a local 31. But get with those guys and share that with them, and have them, share it with their people. And we put events on our locals page for anything and everything, not just for events and stuff. So maybe they can share out some things and help get you some more bikers out there.
Yeah, I met a few.
Right in your backyard.
I got a couple cousins that ride, and that's the reason why I came out here, is because I was actually just going to ride across the world and back, and I made it from Arizona to Maine to Florida into Alabama and to Missouri, and that's as far as I got. Got here and got stuck, liked it here, so I ended up staying.
Well, Northwest Arkansas, Southern Missouri is not a bad place to be if you like to ride motorcycles.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love riding out here. I love going to Eureka Springs, and I love the Legends, and a little bar to hang out in. I did the Dragon Tail in Arkansas.
Somebody's having herself a little drink.
Yeah.
Ray, salty caramel.
Yeah, I got a Corona stashed over here.
Good. That was really good.
Rod says he stopped by, but now you got to watch Rod because he's going to ask you for a discount because he's going to tell you it's his birthday. But the secret about Rod is every day is his birthday. You'll say, rumor has it it's Rod's birthday. And, if you just offer to buy him a shot for his birthday, he's going to take it.
Oh, yeah, I'll hook everybody up when they come out. I got a bar up in, actually, right in here. Little pad I built up here just for having little private parties or whatever. People want to come hang out and party, and you get to overlook the lake. You get to see everything out here. You can see all the way to the dam, and I mean it's a pretty righteous place out here. I like it. Plus it's rent free. It works great.
You said, what's the name of it? You said the Point.
It's It's on Indian Point, where it's like where Silver Dollar City and Indian Point, where you turn to go into Silver Dollar City, and Indian Point goes to the left. You just follow it on out, and I think it's about 1.25 miles, and then you come down the hill, and it's Rock Lane Resort on the left-hand side. Big old sign right there, right on the road on Indian Point. And just follow it, go all the way in, and it'll Y. And when it Y's, stay to the left, and then come down, and you'll see the condos and everything are right there on the right. And then the motels are on the left. And once you come in, you want to take the parking lot to the right. That's my parking lot, and I'm in the building right above the entranceway that goes down to the boat rentals and to the tiki bar, to the restaurant, all that shit we have down there. We got a place to play volleyball. We got a place to play pickleball or whatever they call it, pickleball. They call it out here. We got a place for that. We've got basketball courts. I mean, there's everything out here. You can rent boats.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want out here.
Looks like you guys got a stage. She's checking out the Facebook page right now.
Have you got a map located on your Facebook page?
No, I'm going to put one on there. I've been talking with the owner and trying to get this going, and he says do whatever I want. So, I mean, I cook for him from April 1st to October 1st. I'm a chef, so I cook for him, and then the off season, I'm a maintenance man for him here. So, I've been doing a lot of building for him. He said, do whatever you want. More people the merrier. So,
Travis wants to know what the hell is Hells doing. What were you doing, Hells?
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, what were you doing? All we could see was background stuff as you was moving your phone around doing something.
I am getting set up because we're doing a show here in a minute, pre-Daytona, and I'm going to drop some hints of some big news of what's going in Daytona. All I can say is if you like a certain country artist, you stay tuned because I got some big news. That's all I can say. I got big news.
Right on. I was right after the Harley Davidson launch. I follow Cody Jinks. I've been following him since he was, for 9 years. I've seen him play in small bars here in Missouri and stuff. And they announced right after the Harley Davidson launch that he's opening up for the Foo Fighters at the 120th anniversary party. So if I go to the 120th anniversary party, it's going to be to go see Cody Jinks open up for the Foo Fighters as much as anything else. Not that the bikes won't be cool and fun, but I'd love to see that show.
Yep. This probably gonna be the best bike week we've had, just because of all the opportunities and the friends we've met over the last few years, and the opportunity of building this bike to show it off and what we can do. I didn't come on here to talk about that stuff. I came on here to support you, Blake. So
that's all right. I'm trying to support you. Let everybody talk about what they're up to. Just hang out, have a drink. I guess
just trying to get out of unpacking and helping me up.
Yeah, if the longer I stay on YouTube, the less I got to unpack.
All right, let's talk. Day tomorrow, getting beds and stuff. So
let me think of a question that's a rabbit hole, so we can just stay on here for hours.
Okay. Well, I know you guys are pretty much Florida based these days. You're not traveling like you were, right?
We're going to hit the road again in June.
Which way are you going in June?
Well, it really depends on two opportunities. Either we're going to go northeast or we're going to go back out west and start hitting a bunch of the west again.
Well, June 23rd through the 25th, we're doing a camp out in the Ozarks out here. It's a beautiful campground called Big Rock Candy Mountain. They have an in-ground pool with salt water in it, sitting on top of a big old mountain out in the middle of nowhere. He's got RV hookups. He's got little cabins on the grounds, and then he's got primitive tents. He's got glamping tents. He's got a stage. We're going to have some live entertainment, and we're going to do a benefit poker run. Well, not really a poker run, but a bike ride, and we're going to take donations. But we're going to ride from this is near Licking, Missouri. So we'll go from the campground to Licking, Missouri, and then we'll ride to Uranus, and we're going to call it the Licking Uranus ride. So it's right up your alley.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. No, it's
where
you know how it goes with us on the road. Everything changes. We can't lock it down till it's like for sure what's going on.
Well, if you find yourself going through the Ozarks in late June, you have to try and make a way to stop.
We will. Yeah, I don't know. This has been long weeks, short days type of thing because we've been, we working on the bike. It's till like 2, 4 o'clock in the morning type of stuff, trying to get everything built back. If you've been keeping up, we've had people come on board as sponsors, and that just kind of took this build a little bit bigger, and it's a new experience for me. I've never been in this side of the business. Let's just say that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with expanding your horizons and learning new things and making new relationships.
Right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I always support you, and if you don't watch Mike and you don't come up here and support, then I don't know what you're doing with your life, because he always has great stuff and great content. And with that, I'm going to bounce because we got to get our show started.
All right. You know, we were talking to Andy and Carrie earlier, and that is actually where we met Hells for the first time, was at the Switchback Bar in Eureka Springs. And that's what we're talking about, like these events and stuff, meeting people, building these relationships, getting to meet people and say hi and stuff. That, you know, it's because of places like the Switchback and the Cathouse that those things happen. You know, they get involved. They were involved in the world record poker run, and that's when we met them and stuff. So, you know, it's really, to me, it's a passion to support these businesses that are supporting us with events for us to do and stuff like that, and that make these opportunities to build these relationships and make new friends. And, you know, it's just an amazing thing. And Eureka Springs really puts a lot of work into the motorcycle community. I mean, they work hard to give us great events to come to and enjoy.
Well, Eureka Springs is definitely a top of the list destination to ride your motorcycle. It's back on my list to come back and ride some more around there. I loved it. So,
all right,
you guys be
good
good.
luck on your build, brother.
Later.
Later. So where's that? The 23rd to the 25th. Where are you holding that at?
It's at a campground called Big Rock Candy Mountain. On my Facebook page, I've been sharing out a event, and there's details in that and stuff, and there's a phone number you can call and get a discount on there with the code and stuff. But the address is Jadwin, Missouri. So if you went straight east out of Licking about 15 miles on the map, that's where you'd find it. Jadwin won't probably show up on the map unless you zoom in pretty far. It's a little bitty canoe campground kind of community. A lot of floating goes on there. There's some great rivers there.
GPS that.
Yeah, but Jadwin, Missouri, if you go to Big Rock Candy Mountain in Jadwin, Missouri, if you can find their Facebook page, that's the spot. You can look around on their Facebook page or their website and see the cabins they have and the things they have. Nathan says, I've got to run as well. Thank you, Mike. Bandit, I'm going to look you up. You're on my way to Eureka, so I'll stop by for a drink. Nathan runs American Rallies, so he would be a great guy to get hooked up with and put you on his routes, make you a stop and stuff. They do guided tours on motorcycles and stuff. That's what they do. So make sure if Nathan reaches out to you, make sure you answer him.
I'll get it set up on Facebook, and everybody just friend me on Facebook or whatever. It's Terry Palmer on Facebook. I'll get Rock Lane set up on there, and we can set it up for the poker runs, or people want to come in, bring them in, set up discounts for y'all. We get everybody hooked up.
Definitely get a map locate set up on your Facebook page.
All right, I'll get that done tonight probably, since we get off here.
What's the date for Spring Fling? Jay hooked him up there with the dates, 20th to 23rd.
Yeah, me and Short Stack, we'll come down for that.
Well, the campout's going to be a good time if you can get away. It's a beautiful place. I think, I don't remember if it's roughly $25 a night for a tent spot, but I think they let you put 2 tents in there in one spot. So if you split that with someone else, that makes it really affordable. But, they have a full restaurant and bar on site. Shower houses, nice private bathrooms,
in-ground pool, salt water,
a stage, cabins. If you don't want to leave the campground, you don't have to. You're just right there. But if you want to get out and ride beautiful scenery, we have some great roads along the scenic riverways. We're going to do the Licking Uranus ride, but it'll be a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. We had a blast there last year. Some places you go and they want to sell you firewood. He's just got a big old stack of it. Go get you some firewood, make you a campfire. There's designated kind of areas and stuff, but you can make a campfire. And last year we put 30 people around a big campfire and just drank whiskey and listened to music and told lies.
Right on.
Well, we can't wait.
I'm always down for a good ride and a good party. I'm down for that.
So if I pass out in the middle of the field, does that count as a camp spot?
Yeah, because I'm not dragging your ass back to the tent. Not
I've done
unless
that
I'm
before.
hooking strapped to your foot and dragging you with the motorcycle. But you're going to have to clean all the grass out your ass in the morning and be like, what the hell happened to me?
Yeah, I'll take care of my own ass. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, fellas, pleasure meeting y'all. And I'll get this stuff together and get it hooked up and get the address location on here. So,
Yeah, reach out on Facebook and we'll share your stuff when you get some information going. You got some events going on. That Riding in the Ozarks page, you're welcome to join that and post in there anything you want. As long as it's motorcycle related, then we're good.
all right. Right on. All right.
All
Well,
right.
peace out. Y'all have a good evening.
You
I got
too.
another day to work tomorrow, so I'm going to finish this beer and eat and crash.
Right on.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Well, Bill and Ray, it's happening. We're going to be moving the beds and stuff tomorrow. We got refrigerators in, starting to put dishes and everything away. And
Nice.
it's in town, but we have good internet. So
Yeah.
that'll make up for being in town.
You know, Eureka Springs is a good place to get married.
I've heard that.
We know a great little place.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So,
We're making steps in the right direction.
Just putting you on the spot.
I know. It won't be the first time I've been put on the spot. But yeah, April helped me put the desk in here today and get this all set up. So I picked up our insurance agent has a little enclosed trailer they let people use. So I picked it up tonight. So tomorrow we can start packing couches and chairs and beds and the bigger things, and we can just put them in the enclosed trailer. So tomorrow we'll get a lot more stuff in there, and that'll start making it look more like a house. We don't have any beds or dressers or anything in here yet. We got 2 folding chairs out in the middle of the living room and a TV set up though.
hey, whatever works.
I got a Bluetooth speaker hooked up so she can play music. Washer and dryer works, fridge works. So we got snacks too, she said.
So I heard Jeff say something earlier about maybe doing like a YouTube meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
So which craft cycle works wants to join in on that?
I will make sure that I will let them know.
Yes, we have a YouTube page and we're going to be launching our first video hopefully this weekend.
Awesome.
Well,
Well, make sure when you put that video up, you let me know so I can share it out on my page.
Okay, I will.
Jason, let them get moved in first.
Do what?
What did you say that Jay Sorsby said? Let them get moved in first, Bill.
He was harassing me about the getting married in Eureka Springs thing. Putting me on the spot.
We know a good wedding spot.
Oh, the police officer that arrested me already told me that he would.
He'd tase my ass and
tase Mike to take him to apply for the license and then go get married.
Did you find him a girlfriend yet?
He's got a girlfriend.
He's got a girlfriend. He's taking her to Sturgis this year. He reached out.
Cool.
I depending on what their schedule is, because he's a SWAT officer and he has to work 1 Saturday a month. They may or may not be at Spring Fling, but if they can be, they will be.
At the women's ride.
Oh, at the women's ride. But he's, I think, also going to be trying. He'll be around at Spring Fling, but I don't know if he'll be working or off. But they're going to try and come to the International Women's Ride Day. She needs to meet more female riders, but she's jumping in with both feet to the bike culture. She's new to it. He's taking her to Sturgis this year and stuff. So sounds like
the women's ride would be a good time to meet and greet everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it'll make her feel more included, meeting other lady riders and stuff, even if she's not riding her own, but just to meet other ladies in the culture and stuff.
Right.
Well, I'm not wearing a dress this year, so you'll just have to deal with it.
Well, as long as you're not wearing a suit pants either, then we'll be okay. Last time you wore the suit pants with them biker boots, it just didn't look quite right.
Me and Ray are going to wear tutus.
Did I make you spit your Grey Cup almost there, Bill?
We'll have to talk later about this.
Now,
I'm getting a visual image already, and I don't like it.
Ray says we're going to have a YouTube page started, next week or so. It took me 2 days just to establish a presence on there. I mean, I am not computer literate, so
We'll be fine.
yeah, we'll be fine. When she says we, it's like I have to figure it all out.
We'll be
Rod wants to know what bourbon is Bill drinking.
Jim Beam.
I could have told him, but I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Yes, please mail all Jim Beam to Witchcraft Cycle Works.
Hey, we got some glasses just like that in our cabinet up there.
They from a Jim Beam, or that's a Crown Royal, isn't
Oh,
it?
we got Crown Royal.
She's got Crown Royal glasses, and I got Jim Beam glasses from those gift sets that everybody gives you at Christmas, a bottle of whiskey with 2 rock, glasses in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of got a bad habit of dropping and breaking them. So we have like a whole cabinet of whiskey, miscellaneous whiskey glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, right now we have a Crown Royal, but we have Jim Beam, we have Jack Daniels, but
We have Witchcraft Cycle Works.
and I have some that say Witchcraft Cycle Works on them. I
Go
don't use
on the glasses.
Uh-huh.
I don't use them often because I don't want to drop and break them.
It's probably a good idea. Jay said that when you get your video up, make sure you tag him or share it out. We'll make sure he finds it. He wants to, I'm sure, share it too.
Okay.
So we'll try and get you guys some publicity. Rod said he's drinking Knob Creek.
Oh,
And it's his
yes.
birthday, as always.
We
Again,
have some Knob Creek here somewhere.
shut up. Don't tell everybody.
I don't want to share. He didn't offer me any Knob Creek when I was there last time, just Jim Beam.
I'm pretty
Take
sure
the
we
hint. Take the hint.
do.
Yeah. Jay says it's a Crown Black and sweet tea in a tumbler.
Mm.
Nice.
Now, I do have another flask. I got this one for Christmas. It's about half the size of the other one. But this one came with alcohol in it when I opened it up on Christmas from my aunt. How good is that? She filled it up with Jack Daniels for me before I opened it up and unwrapped it. That's the same aunt that likes to go out for margaritas.
I tell you, I am looking forward to a hell of a summer this year.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, we're both going to be at Spring Fling. We're both going to be at the International Ride Day. I don't know if you guys are going to make it to the Ozark Rides Rally in early May.
That's at the lake.
That'll be at the lake. They're going to give away a bike this year, Bill, and it's not brand new, but it is a pretty nice bike. It's I probably shouldn't say what model it is. It's a used bike, but it's not some little Sportster. They're giving away.
Yeah, there was some stuff that I was seeing online about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen them say what bike it is. I know, but I don't want to steal anyone's thunder, so I won't say. But it's not some little Sportster or some old Softail that nobody wants. It's from what I've heard, it's a pretty nice bike, and I think they were getting it wrapped, so maybe wrapping it instead of painting it or something. But anyway, they're giving away a bike during Ozark Rides Rally this year.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even like motorcycles.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
you could end up with the king to the queen. That's all I'll say.
That'd be nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So
See?
yeah, so we're doing the Candy Mountain thing with you guys.
Yep.
Bike Blues and Barbecue.
Yep. And then we've got Shovel Fest, of course.
Yes,
We'll be doing that.
Are you gonna come to Bike Fest at the lake, any?
I actually got that Friday off.
Huh? We're leaving on Friday.
We'll be
My son's getting married on Saturday, but we'll be down there. We're going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
We'll leave sometime Friday afternoon. So if you guys get up that Friday, we'll catch you at least that Friday. We might try and do the meet and greet and giveaway on Friday at noon or something before we leave.
Okay.
But yeah, and then of course we got Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And then, we'll always be doing stuff around here. You guys are close enough. We'll see you on weekend rides for different things. But it's going to be a blowout summer, and we're going to have a good time.
Yep, we can't wait.
Somebody's going to be tearing it up. She did pretty good last year. She's going to, Saturday, we have to go to the lake for a Freedom Rally meeting. And there's our buddy Lloyd. What's up? But after we get done at the Freedom Rally meeting, we got to run by the Harley Davidson dealer. The upper brake line and clutch line are in. So that means it's time to start on the bars.
Yeah.
Yep, and Cody has started on the painting the tank. He etched out the lettering on the tank and the bearings. So
yeah,
he's been working on it.
Yeah, he penciled in what he wanted it to look like, penciled it first before he painted it and stuff and sent her a picture of it. So the sport glide's coming along.
You mean to tell me you're modifying your motorcycle?
It's going to be nice.
Who does that?
She's making it her own.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures of it.
She's getting bars. She's got that custom seat, new paint job.
It's going to be purple.
It's pretty. Somebody, Rod wants to know, how far are you guys from Hog Rock, Illinois' party? Well, it's
2 hours.
Was it Hog Rock like 3 hours or something?
Well,
Yeah, about 3 hours.
We're an hour from you, so 2 from us, 3 from you.
Yeah, something like that. Cave Rock in.
Sorry.
Are you trying to pull the video up?
No, I was going to share it out.
Oh, she's going to share it on Facebook?
Is that where I want to share it?
Yeah, sure. If you follow Plug Uglies on YouTube, you can see a little bit of the work he's doing on there. She's sharing a link to it. He put a little short together of him working on the tank.
I didn't know Plug Ugly still had a site.
He does just basically paint stuff on the YouTube channel, like his pinstriping or airbrushing, that kind of stuff. They're not doing a lot of bike work, but he's going to start doing, I think he's still going to try and do a little bit of painting if it's a project that he's interested in. I mean, like all artists, they don't want to just paint by numbers. He wants to paint kind of original stuff. And so that's one thing about, like, when he did my fairing, I gave him a concept, no drawing. I just said, I want these elements in this, make me something. And he drew it on a piece of paper. I'm like, paint that shit. And so, he's a lot more willing to take on projects where he has a little flexibility, kind of like this with her deal. He basically, he's like, well, what do you want? And she's like, I trust you. Draw something up and, send it to me and go for it. So
I didn't even tell him to send it to me. I just said, I trust you. Because he told me when I had asked him and he started talking to me about ideas, and I said, I trust you. He said, well, I want to make this special for you because you've always wanted to have me pinstripe or do something, and I want to make it really special for you. So
we're about 4 hours from Hog Rock, according to Google. Now that's driving the speed limit, probably. So, we can do it in 3.5 or less. Stock or nothing, Jay says.
Hello? What? Huh?
Yeah, he's teasing. He's being sarcastic.
No habla? I think I have a stock bike out there somewhere.
I know.
300,000.
No, you don't.
It's stockish.
It's stockish. The Heritage might be stockish.
What's close?
I'll go with that. It's close.
No, as far as Plug Uglies, I mean, I get not wanting to do the whole motorcycle shop, full custom bikes, but as talented as he is, don't just give it up. It's good to know that he's still doing, custom work.
Yeah, he actually, we were talking, we've been hanging out a little bit there and visiting with them on Friday nights and stuff. And he actually said that this year he wants to get out and do more stuff with us, go to more shows, network, meet more people, get more connections, kind of get back into the scene and stuff. I told him, like, that bike show we were at where he could meet the builders and stuff, that would have been a great opportunity for him when he's ready to get back into the scene. meet some people, show them some of his, work. They might have a project that they want something done on that they could call him for,
I can do mechanical stuff, no problem. But as far as artistic, I couldn't make a stick man look right. But I wish I had his talent, because man, he can do some good work. I'm jealous. I really wish I could do that kind of artistry.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why my videos are more about informational and trying to be informing and informational, because I'm just not that creative. I'm not that entertaining. I just, unless I get too much liquor in me, then maybe I'm a little more fun to watch. But,
No,
but you got not really. No, it doesn't get any better than this. But you got to play to your strengths, so your weaknesses, you play to your strengths, and that's where you go with it.
We like to ride motorcycles. That's what we're going with.
That's right. We like to ride motorcycles. We like to share. We like to share the rides, the roads, the places we go, the lifestyle, the people we meet. You meet people like Bill.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you got the 15.3 out when off the rack, and is that the one you took back to the customer, or are you still working on that one?
Yeah, it was a 72 Ironhead Sportster, and he just said, I've got long, I've got low, I've got choppers. He says, I want something different. I want one up. He said, just go up with it. He says, I don't want to look around the tank, but I want to go as high as you can. So I did a mock-up where I put 16 inches in the up tubes, and what do you think? And he's like, looks good. So when we got her all welded up, it turned out to be 15 up and 3 out, and it's pretty radical. It's
Are you still working on that one, or is that the one you got?
I took it back to him for he's gonna see about getting some body panels and rear fender, tank, and different stuff for it, whatnot. It may come back to me for a custom sissy bar, some wiring, some other stuff we don't know yet. But it's all welded up. It's all welded up. The motor's in it. It's a roller, so we'll see what he does from there. It was a project bike from the get-go.
Right.
But it was definitely different doing one that was that, when you derake one, it was up there.
So I don't know if did Ray tell you about the fairly new Lowrider S that somebody deraked?
No.
Show. So yeah, I'm talking probably a 2018 or newer Softail, and they deraked it. And the Lowrider S has inverted front forks, and they left it with inverted front forks. So he got some big ass set of inverted front forks from somebody, because he went up, I bet you 10 or more. It was a noticeable derake. It was interesting. It wasn't really my thing, but it was no doubt somebody put some effort and some time and money into it. Just even welding the frame up and getting new forks and making all that stuff line up and new cables and everything else may not look like a lot of work, but there's a lot that goes into that.
To cut and chop one and rake it out is actually fairly easy. When you have to go up, there's a whole lot of more work. Longer cables, longer throttle cables, longer clutch cables, extend all the wiring. So much more work is done when you go up on them. It's not my thing. I did one because that's what he wanted. But, for me, my bikes, I like the long and low.
I was going to see if I'd posted a picture of that. I don't think I posted it on Facebook. I might have it on Instagram, but I think I've got a picture of that Lowrider. I'll have to send it to you. I was surprised to see it. It caught my attention because, it wouldn't surprise me to see somebody do that with something old and derake it, but to take a fairly new, Softail and derake it like that was, I was surprised.
I don't know. Me personally, my next objective, I'm kind of thinking I want to find a Evo Heritage and rake it out 45, 50 degrees, or maybe even a bagger, a Road King or something, and rake that thing out. Kind of depends on what shows up, what I find.
Let's see if I can find a picture of this Softail. I know I took one, but there were some beautiful bikes there. That purple Slowpoke was a pretty amazing paint job. There was a supercharged shovel, or I think that was the one they were talking about. There was some cool stuff there. Surely I got that Softail somewhere. Yep. Did they tell you about the 1913 Old Gray Fellow, freshly restored?
No.
Yeah, Harley Davidson Museum brought it, Sturgis. The Sturgis Museum, I guess, whatever brought it, but they had a 1913 freshly restored, like original, painted slate gray kind of. It was called the Old Gray Fellow. That was there.
Damn, there ain't many of them floating around.
No, it was pretty cool.
Ray did not fare so well that night.
So I'm going to send this to you, Bill. But this is that Lowrider S that was deraked. I'll send it to you via text. You can look at it when you get a chance. But it was interesting.
Yeah, I would have loved to go down there and seen everything, but it just didn't work out for me.
Jay asked, what fork setup did you use on that build?
On that Ironhead?
I believe that's what he's referring to.
Oh, boy. Put me on the spot here. I had a set of, good grief, I'm thinking they were like 40-inch fork tubes. They were pretty damn long. Used the same fork lowers, stock 41 millimeter lowers. But I had a leftover set. I think they were 40.25-inch fork tubes, and it's tall. Not my thing, but to each their own. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. As I said, there was some really cool stuff there. It's definitely a show that we'll make an annual event and go back for. So next year you'll have to try and make sure it comes out on the schedule for you. I know St. Louis downtown's not your favorite place. It's not mine either, but we had a good time. It wasn't a bad area. We had the bar we hung out at on Friday night where the pre-builders party was called The Garage. And it was a pretty cool bar. I stuck my ass in wet paint. So now I have white paint on a pair of jeans that's never going to come off. But they painted, I don't know if you saw the picture with us posing it, but they painted Cycle Showcase and kind of like the logo for the show on the wall. So I had an artist come in and spray paint on the wall, fresh paint, and then they all stood in front of it and took pictures. Well, then we got in front of it and we're going to take pictures being, smart and everything else. Of course, somebody, said, "Oh, duck down, get down here." So I leaned down and stuck my ass right back into the wet paint. Just my luck. And then it was the only pair of jeans I had with me all weekend, so I just had to wear them.
Yeah, I don't need to hear about your ass.
No, it's not that bad.
So Gremlin here says, "Hey, Earthling." So I guess he's talking about you.
Maybe. It's hard to say. So. Yeah, it was a cool show, really good event. I want to, say thanks to Schmidt Law Firm because, they're stepping up and they're supporting bike events in Missouri. Ben Schmidt was actually there. I got to meet him, the attorney for Schmidt Law Firm, but they sponsored that event and they're committed to doing it in the future and helping that event and other events like that, take place. Ben's a really cool guy. I got to talk to him for a few minutes privately, separate from everybody and stuff. And, he's not just an attorney that rides, but he's an attorney that, collects motorcycles. He doesn't just have a motorcycle. I think he's got more motorcycles than you and Ray put together. The only reason he said he's still working, I heard, was because he wants to buy more cars and motorcycles, not because he needs to. But he had 2 bikes there at the show. One is a Japanese kind of BMW knockoff, has a boxer engine in it called a Mimosa or something like that, Mimosa. And then he had a 1972 or 74, I think it's a Suzuki 750 water-cooled 2-stroke in mint condition. You know,
What?
yeah. Yeah, and that was kind of what was kind of cool about the show is some of the bikes there weren't choppers or anything else. Some of them were just unique bikes that you would not, there's not a chance you'll see those. That bike's 50 years old almost and almost perfect, look like mint condition. But yeah, a 750 2-stroke water cooled.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around water cooled 2-stroke.
I know.
I don't even know what to say about that.
But Ben races like vintage Nortons. So there's actually a Schmidt Law Firm racing team, and he races vintage Nortons. He participates in a couple races a year or something, and races old Nortons. And I think next year he is committed to bring one of his Norton race bikes to the show.
It'd be cool.
Yep.
He's also talking about buying another shovel head.
Shovel head?
Yep.
Who the hell would want a shovel head?
I don't know.
Ben is so Malcolm, who works for Ben, supporting events, I got to put him in touch with Arthur because he wants to come to Shovel Fest and set up like as a vendor and come see all the shovels and stuff. So that'll be good press for Shovel Fest as well, to get Schmidt Law Firm there, because they'll share the event out. It'll just help get more word out and stuff, and get them on their radar.
Well, it's always a good time. I mean, for a little hole in the wall joint out there, oh my God, we have a good time. Such good food. You can't beat it.
They've already booked the band for this year, Jessica said, because after we did our last live, she reached out and let me know the dates and said she'd booked the band and everything. So they're set.
Yeah,
it's
always
gonna be a good time.
Oh, it's always a good time. It's very family oriented.
It is, and not so family oriented you can't have a drink, but family oriented. The kids get up and dance in front of the band and have a good time, and everybody's like family there. Everybody's watching out for each other's kids and making sure they're having fun, and the can shoot, the bike games, and just the show, and the atmosphere. It's a great place.
Well, and the intro of one of the intros to Riding in the Ozarks still has a clip of her doing the weenie bite, which she hates.
Yeah, when I put that clip in, sometimes I don't. It just kind of varies. I don't want it to always be like every video is exactly the same, or they almost all end with the same catchphrase. But I try and shake things up, try different things, and I don't want them to be too cookie cutter.
So, speaking of this, of course, we haven't yet started a YouTube page, but we're wanting to, whatever. And the discussion today started out, okay, when we do this for our intro, should I do the cackle?
My honest opinion as from a YouTube thing is try it. If you get bad feedback or, whatever else, then take it out. But, YouTube is, a lot of it is experimenting. And, the most important thing I can say is be genuine, be who you are, because there's an audience for everybody. If you leave the cackle in and they like the cackle, chances are they're going to like the stuff you do and your personality and your sense of humor. Don't try and be something you're not. And don't be too concerned about being, there are some things on YouTube you have to be a little PG about. They have rules about cussing and things like that. And you can cuss, but like you can't cuss in the first 15 seconds or you could be demonetized, things like that. But my suggestion would be yourself. The cackle is you. And, so put it in. And if, you decided you don't like it or it's not working or you're not comfortable with it, then take it out. But I don't think it's a bad thing, because I do think it's your personality and the people that know you, and it's, you know, it's just another aspect of your lifestyle.
See? So there, we're going to do the cackle.
Okay.
There you go. You could always do that at the end too. You can do it in the beginning, or you can do it in the end. You can start it off with that. People would be like, what is he about to do?
Right.
And then pick up a torch and head to the garage.
All right. Well,
You know, Mikey Moto Psych said, I'm so burnt out on YouTube. I remember being that excited about starting my channel. You know, and YouTube burnout is a thing. See you, Jay. Thanks for stopping in. But, you know, I haven't put out a video in a couple weeks because I got sick. We had Cycle Showcase, trying to get things ready to move. And, you know, to be honest, I had a little bit of burnout going on. So I just said, you know, if I take a couple weeks off, I take a couple weeks off, or take a month off, you know, then come back and you have a, you know, a more refreshed outlook on it. I think it's important to, you know, remember, if you're going to be on YouTube for a long time and you want to have fun with it, don't think it's not work, but don't let it not be fun. You know, try and have fun with it. Try and be fun. You know, try and be rewarded by it. You know, let it be something you want to do, and you want to make these videos, and make the videos you want to make. You know, sometimes I make videos that people want me to make, or they ask me about a product or something like that. And that's okay. But you also got to remember to make the things that you want to make, why you wanted to do YouTube. You know, you wanted to share information about your favorite sissy bar bag. You know, you wanted to share information about this ride in Arkansas that you love with this beautiful view, or this place you stayed. So make sure you do content that's for you as much as you do content for someone else too. And I think that helps with the burnout thing, because I think that's where people get burnt out, is they get to chasing views, or they get to chasing the next thing, or what they think people want them to make. And it becomes more and more like a job and less of a passion. And, you know, take a break. A lot of YouTubers take a break in January. They just take the whole month off, because revenue drops off the planet for the first, you know, part of the year, the first January, because the advertisers spend all their money for the Christmas season, and then there's no money in January. For me, January's not about money. It's about the YouTube Harley Davidson launch, and everybody always wants to know what I know about that. I had questions about that before we started the live stream in the back room. Wanted to know if I knew anything new that I hadn't told anybody yet. So
we're not doing it because we want to. We're not doing it because, you know, advertisement or anything. We've had so many people who want to follow our travels and know what we're doing, and, you know, oh my God, I think you all should seriously do this and post up your travels and videos and what you're working on. And really, the only reason we're considering doing a YouTube page is because so many other people have said, you guys ought to do this. So we're slowly learning, because I'm not computer literate. We're slowly learning how to do this, and we'll see how it goes.
yeah, you know, I mean, and you don't know till you try something whether you'll like it or not. Sometimes like this, you may find like, oh, I hate this. I really hate the editing part, or I hate the idea of having to take a camera with us all the time and film something because we're afraid we're going to miss it, or we should have used it. One of the things I did early on was film too much stuff that I didn't end up making videos on. You know, I did the toy run this year. I do some local events, but, you know, kind of like you were surprised I didn't bring a camera with me when we came to the house. I've learned to put the camera down, and not everything is about YouTube, and not everything is YouTube, you know, needs to be a YouTube video. Some things, yes. Cycle Showcase, I recorded a bunch of stuff, but I didn't do a video specifically on it, but I am going to talk about it. And when I talk about it, I'll be able to play clips from it and show people what it was like, you know. But the first year I recorded way too much, constantly recording, constantly this. And then I had all this footage to go through, and then it just made it, you know, too much work to go back and try and figure out, you know, what I wanted to make a video out of, or what I wanted to put in the video, because I recorded too much. So I'm a little more deliberate about what I record now.
Well, I'm not I'm not sure what the future holds for us as far as YouTube videos or anything like that, but all I know is we're going to continue to ride and do us and have fun, and we may or may not end up sharing it on YouTube. We'll see what happens.
Well, you'll have a good summer and you'll have some content if you want to, you know.
We're definitely going to, we always have fun.
That's right. Well, I probably ought to get upstairs and help her unpack. I'm glad you guys hung out with me for a while and stuff, and we'll see you guys soon. And I will definitely be doing one of these again in March. We may do one before then. We'll just see, but probably beginning of, I'm going to try and do at least one a month, just talking about events that are coming up, what we're doing, what we've been to. You know, if somebody comes up with events that we might add to the schedule, or if more details come out about the events we're doing, like the camp out, like we get some details laid out about the ride or things like that, then this will be the live stream will be the place to share that.
I'm thinking we need to probably hammer out some details on the women's ride. I know that's not me and you particularly, but you know, the gals have this women ride coming up, and I'm looking forward to it as much as they are. So that's going to be the next thing we're really looking forward to.
Carrie said Witchcraft Cycle is in the house. Love you guys.
Oh, we love her too.
So yeah, we'll have to get together on that. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, but don't go anywhere for a minute, Bill. We'll talk about some stuff I know that might be related to that topic and stuff. But we'll tell you everybody else good night. Thank you guys so much for joining in and hanging out and visiting with us, having a drink with us. And, you know, we want to thank the Cathouse and Switchback and Kyle for all making time to talk to us and visit with us and tell us about all the awesome things that are going to be going on for Spring Fling.
We always have a good time in Eureka Springs.
All right. We'll see you, Rod. Take care. Don't go anywhere, Bill.
Yep.